In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends, look, it is a kind of common complaint and a common problem that there are enough number of unnecessary arguments, clashes, fights, quarrels, and obviously after having a quarrel and during that quarrel as well, any sensible person does not feel good at all. Any sensible person does not feel good at all. Everybody feels bad and foolish, you know. So, dear friends, we need to avoid it. We need to protect ourselves from it because it makes us feel quite unpleasant. Quite unpleasant. It reduces our self esteem up to great extent. So, for all that reason, we need to control ourselves. If at all somebody does anything else bad with us, either intentionally or unintentionally, then in both of these cases, we have got two options maybe either to respond them in the same manner. It is like fighting fire with fire. Mean the fire will spread and we don't need to spread it, rather we need to extinguish it. Don't need to spread it at all. Dear friends, I think that either we need to stay quiet and ignore it. We need to ignore it. Be a big man, be a great person, and ignore that. Or you can speak politely and complain like you make a complaint with a friend of yours or with somebody who's great. Because responding them in the same manner, it is mere foolishness and nothing else at all. Why do I call it foolishness? The reason behind is that we are going to put ourselves in the trouble. We are going to put ourselves in the trouble. And if at all we are doing that by intention, it's really foolishness and nothing else. If somebody does not care about their respect, somebody does not care about their peace of mind, if at all their peace of mind, their respect in the society, and their self esteem, all of these are unimportant, then you don't need to make these things unimportant at all. It's far better, and far better if at all you make them and you keep them, important enough. Protect your peace of mind and protect your self esteem, protect your respect in the society simply by not responding in the same manner at all. Be tolerant, and be tolerant. Ignore it, and ignore it. Either to ignore it or to speak even more politely. The more rude somebody is, the more arrogant somebody is, the more humble and the more polite we need to become. Why? If someone else is foolish, I don't need to compete them with the foolishness. I don't need to become even more foolish as compared to them. I need to protect myself. I'm not foolish person at all. Why? Because a person who, even if at all, after being arrogant and disrespectful towards other, if they don't even respond, at least they will not be having any sort of respect in their mind and heart for that particular person who have disrespected them, who have disrespected them. They will never ever have any sort of respect for that particular person in their mind and heart. So, in that case, they are a loser and not a winner at all. The winner is the one who is winning friends, who is winning supporters, who is winning, you know, the hearts and minds of the people, whose approval rating is going up instead of going down. That is really, really, really important, my dear friends and fellows. I believe that if at all we want to protect ourselves from the disputes, from the struggles, from the quarrels, and then the same thing, this thing can only be achieved if at all we are not fighting with anyone else at all. We are not arrogant when anyone else at all. We are not arrogant when anyone else at all. We are not disrespectful towards anyone else at all. That is the right thing. That is the best possible thing for each one of us, and that is something which can ensure our peace of mind, which can ensure our, you know, our respect in the society and the self respect as well, self esteem as well. We can protect ourselves from so many of the quarrels, from so many of the disputes. And we need desperately to protect ourselves from the disputes because fighting and quarreling with each other, with other people, that is nothing but the negative use of the time, the energy we people are having. The time we are having is absolutely precious. The energy, physical energy that we are having, the mental energy we are having, that is quite precious, and we cannot afford to waste it, cannot afford to spoil it at all, my dear friends and fellows. Take care of yourself. If at all somebody is not taking care of themselves, then it does not mean that we need to follow them. They are foolish, let them be a foolish person, either to ignore them or to speak politely to those people. That is how we can counter those people, and that is the best way, and that is the way to become a winner. That is the way to avoid being a loser. Thank you.